Ladies and gentlemen, gather round as we unravel the mystery behind why these adorable little creatures are called French Bulldogs. Now you might be thinking, what's in a name? Well, let me tell you, when it comes to dogs, a name can tell you a whole lot about their past, their lineage, and how they ended up being the fashionable companions of Parisian cafe society. Let's start at the beginning. These little pups didn't just pop out of thin air in France. No, they have roots that trace back to 19th century England. That's right, they were originally bred from the English Bulldog. Picture it. Lace workers in Nottingham were looking for a smaller companion to keep them company while they toiled away making lace. So what did they do? They took those big, tough bulldogs and bred them down into a pint-sized version, like turning a full-bodied wine into a cute little shot glass. These miniature bulldogs became quite popular among the workers, but when the Industrial Revolution hit, many of these lace makers found themselves out of work. What do you do when your job disappears? You pack your bags and move to France. And guess what? They brought their tiny bulldogs with them. It's like a doggy version of the Great Migration, except instead of heading west for gold, they were heading east for baguettes. Once these little bulldogs hit France, they started to undergo some serious changes. The French took one look at these charming canines and thought, we can make this even better. They began selective breeding to create what we now know as the French Bulldog. Those adorable bat ears? Yeah, that was all the French. They preferred those upright ears over the traditional rose-shaped ones. It's like they decided to give their bulldogs a stylish makeover. Let's ditch the floppy ears and go for something more avant-garde, and let's not forget about their personalities. These dogs quickly became beloved companions among all social classes in France, from artists and cafe owners to the elite. They were seen everywhere, lounging in Parisian cafes, strutting down Montmartre with their owners, and even appearing in paintings by famous artists like Toulouse-Lautrec. Imagine being so fashionable that you're literally part of art history. Now, how did they end up with the name French Bulldog? Well, it's pretty straightforward. When those English lace workers brought their tiny bulldogs to France, they started calling them Bulldogs Français. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? It rolls off the tongue like a fine wine. But when these dogs made their way across the Atlantic to America, people decided that Bulldog was just too much work, so they simplified it. French Bulldog. Voila, a name was born. But here's where it gets interesting. In America, the breed really took off among high society. You had wealthy women strutting around with their Frenchies like they were carrying designer handbags. And why wouldn't they? These dogs were not only cute, but also became symbols of status and sophistication. It was like having a little piece of Paris right in your living room. As the breed gained popularity in America, American breeders started putting their own spin on things. They loved those bat ears so much that they established standards that favored them over any other type of ear. And let me tell you, if you think dog shows are serious business now, you should have seen the uproar back then. There were fights over which ear type was better, bat or rose, and American breeders rallied together to form clubs dedicated solely to promoting the French Bulldog. In fact, after a certain dog show back in 1898 where only bat-eared dogs were allowed to compete, it became clear. If you wanted to be part of high society with your Frenchie, you better have those bat ears. So there you have it. From their humble beginnings as English bulldogs to becoming icons of French culture and high society pets in America, this breed has quite the story. The name French Bulldog isn't just a label, it's a testament to migration, transformation, and cultural flair. Next time someone asks why these lovable pups are called French Bulldogs, just tell them it's because they've traveled through history with style and charm, like little furry ambassadors of goodwill between England and France. Thank you.